Higher Education Commission, Dr. Niaz Saab, Chairman APSAP, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rahman Saab, Chairman Punjab Group, Mian Amer Mahmood Saab, distinguished guests, dignitaries, international delegates, and my young creators, and my worthy Vice Chancellors, Assalamu alaikum. It is my absolute honor to welcome all of you to See Pakistan 2026. The objective of See Pakistan is to promote entrepreneurship, innovation, and the limitless potential of our youth. Because we believe that we wanted to show the world that aisa hai Pakistan, that the youth of Pakistan is innovative, creative, and they have potential to change the fate of the country. Few years ago, this movement started, and for me it was a dream. That Pakistan doesn't need a generation looking for jobs, but Pakistan needs a generation who can create opportunities and who can solve the problems. See Pakistan is our annual feature to celebrate the independence of Pakistan. And over the past few years, See Pakistan has grown into one of the largest entrepreneurial expo. Welcome, madam. So I was just telling about See Pakistan 2026. So it has now become one of the largest entrepreneurial expo and a very, very powerful platform where industry, academia, entrepreneurs, investors come together with a shared vision of building economically superior Pakistan. Over the past few years, this year, we have got really, really tremendous and phenomenal response. At national level, 250 universities participated in World Startup Championship, and we have received 4,000 startup applications from all over Pakistan. And I'm particularly proud to highlight that fact, Madam Marziya, that more than 1,500 applications are female-led, which reflects the gender inclusion of entrepreneurship. And also, it's a powerful statement to reflect that women are playing very critical role in innovation, employment, economic development of Pakistan. And at the international level, we have received more than 300 startup applications from around 40 countries, and followed by 17 regional national rounds and 2 international evaluation rounds. So after careful evaluation and selection process, top 100 startups and 40 international startups are exhibiting in exhibition hall today. So I'm very proud to see the talent, the innovation and creativity of our youth. But ladies and gentlemen, if we promote entrepreneurship but do not improve the ecosystem in which those entrepreneurs perform, our work will remain incomplete. If we create starters but do not create a better governance, better healthcare and education, then we will not be able to achieve the Pakistan we aspire to build. That is why today we are starting a conversation about future of Pakistan. Can smaller administrative units make governance more responsive, more accountable, and more closer to the people? Under the kind leadership of Chairman APSAP, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rahman Saab, Imagine Pakistan has took this agenda to all the educational institutes to spread the awareness of this agenda among our youth. And today, yes, we have also set up a very dedicated stall of Imagine Pakistan where you can express your views and you can participate in the national conversation related to having smaller administrative units, Mera Sooba, Mera Nizam. I'm hoping that our political leadership should have the courage and wisdom to take this agenda forward. But if the significant change doesn't come from the existing system, then I believe our youth of Pakistan has potential to lead the change. And for that purpose, we could not have a better person to inspire this conversation than having Mian Amer Mahmood Saab, Chairman Punjab Group, the man behind this movement and a very devoted Pakistan. So thank you very much for honoring your presence, and definitely we will be enlightening with your conversation. At the same time, I'm really very thankful to Chairman APSA for giving us the opportunity and to scale See Pakistan at international level. Thank you very much for believing in us. And I'm also very thankful to Madam Wajiha and Chairman Higher Education Commission for joining us today to celebrate the innovation and creativity of our youth. And I'm also very thankful to a very friendly US Consul General, Mr. Stetson. He has been very, very supportive. Thank you very much for your valuable presence. And German Ambassador, thank you very much for your valuable presence. It will be unfair without acknowledging the support and the commitment of all the university sponsors who have joined hands together to make this expo successful. And I'm also very, very thankful to my entire organizing team for their hard work, devotion, and commitment for putting up such a wonderful show. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today to witness the innovation and creativity of our youth. So once again, welcome to See Pakistan, welcome to possibilities, and welcome to the future. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you very much, Honorable Rector, Superior University, Professor Dr. Mera Rahman.
हमारे साथ मौजूद है मियां आमिर महमूद, चेयरपर्सन ऑफ पंजाब ग्रुप ऑफ कॉलेजेस। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
कैसे हैं सर आप?
शुक्र।
मेरा सूबा मेरा निज़ाम, आपको लगता है कि नए सूबों की वाकई ज़रूरत है?
जी, हम तो इस पे बड़ी देर से बात कर रहे हैं और ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जो मसाइल अभी पाकिस्तान को हैं उनका हल छोटे इंतज़ामी यूनिट, छोटे सूबों में ही है।
अच्छा, आपने कहा कि बड़े सूबों की वजह से वसाइल और तरक्की रुक गई है, तो ये जो आप मॉडल बता रहे हैं ये इंडिया रिलेटेड एक मॉडल है जिसको आप बार बार इसका जिक्र करते हैं। आपको लगता है कि पाकिस्तान कैन एक्सेप्ट एंड अडैप्ट सच मॉडल?
नहीं, ये सिर्फ इंडिया का मॉडल नहीं है, इंडिया एक है, पूरी दुनिया में यही मॉडल है। आप किसी भी मुल्क में देखें, हम वाहिद एक फेडरेशन है जिसका एक फेडरेटिंग यूनिट बाकी तीनों से मिला के उनसे बड़ा है। ऐसी दुनिया में और कोई फेडरेशन नहीं है। और हर मुल्क ने दुनिया में, आप किसी भी मुल्क को लें, उन्होंने आबादी बढ़ने के साथ अपने इंतज़ामी यूनिट बढ़ाए हैं। सिर्फ हम हैं जिन्होंने नहीं बढ़ाए।
अच्छा, नए सूबों के बनने से इंतज़ामी अखराजात का खदशा भी नज़र आता है, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि इस हवाले से क्या होना चाहिए?
वो आप मेरी अगर किताब देखें, उसमें हमने ये बताया है, साबित कर दिया है कि ख़र्चे कम होंगे। तकरीबन 300 अरब रुपया जो है वो आप हर साल बचाएंगे भी। ये बिल्कुल गलत एक ख्याल है कि खर्चे बढ़ेंगे।
अच्छा मियाँ साहब, लोकल गवर्नमेंट भी बहुत ज़रूरी है, एंड यू वर पार्ट ऑफ वन ऑफ दैट गवर्नमेंट। अगर हम बायगॉन डेज के ऊपर बात करें तो पाकिस्तान को नए सूबों से ज़्यादा मजबूत बल्दियाती निज़ाम की ज़रूरत है।
दोनों की ज़रूरत है। अगर आप अगेन मैंने वो अपनी किताब में मिसालें दी हैं। अमेरिका में एक रियासत है जिसकी आबादी सिर्फ 5 लाख है, वहाँ पे उसकी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी है और उसके नीचे लोकल गवर्नमेंट्स भी हैं। तो ये तो एक दूसरे का मुतबादिल नहीं है, आपको दोनों की ज़रूरत है।
आपको क्या लगता है कि जो नए सूबे का कॉन्सेप्ट है, कितने सालों के अंदर जो है वाकई हम पाकिस्तान में देख पाएंगे?
इसमें तो कोई टाइम फ्रेम तो नहीं दिया जा सकता। हम तो एक अवेयरनेस कैंपेन चला रहे हैं, जब लोगों को ये बात समझ आएगी तो वो जल्दी करा लेंगे।
अच्छा, सी पाकिस्तान के हवाले से कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? आज जो एजेंडा है और जो काविश है, जो जिस तरह सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को इकट्ठा किया है, आप क्या समझते हैं ये करना कितना ज़रूरी था?
ये बहुत अच्छा चौधरी अब्दुर्रहमान साहब का इनिशिएटिव है और मैं समझता हूँ ये तालीमी इदारों की तरफ से आना ही एक बेहतरीन काम है। तो हमें सी पाकिस्तान आज देखेंगे, इसकी एग्जीबिशन जो हो रही है उसके बाद फिर कमेंट करेंगे।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
And very nicely put on, ma'am. A journey of 10 years, moving on with the idea, 10 years with ideas, a stage full of ideas, a stage full of possibilities, and stage. Every year there's been an increase in the number of ideas. Here from 2016 to 2026 here, one idea from Superior University started out from that I Automate, and with that I Automate, it become a full-fledged business, and with that business in about 10 years time, all the students who were there for I Automate, they are now running the industry, and they have become a vital part of the industry here in Pakistan and abroad too. So talking about, and Dr. Mera Rahman talked about one idea, an idea of governance here. It started up, ladies and gentlemen, a year ago from Superior University, where Mian Amer Mahmood Saab came here, and he had the idea of just governing Pakistan from a different lens. They had said that about 79 years have passed, and in 79 years they have seen the one side of governance, and let's see on what comes up with the governance on the other side. Mera Sooba, Mera Nizam. And when we talk about Mera Sooba, Mera Nizam, it talks about the healthcare, the rule of law, the education, and everything would be given to, and it would be accessible to all the people of Pakistan here. I am very much motivated, sir, with seeing the Mera Sooba, Mera Nizam ke saath, because sir, मेरा भी ये ख्वाब था कि मुझे भी गवर्नर पंजाब बनना है कभी ना कभी, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली, लेकिन आपके इस ख्वाब से सर मुझे लगता है कि मैं बहावलपुर से बिलोंग करता हूं, तो बहावलपुर का गवर्नर तो बन ही जाऊंगा सर इंशाल्लाह ताला। आपकी दुआओं की रही तो इंशाल्लाह ताला विल बी देयर एंड विल सी पाकिस्तान चेंजिंग। बिकॉज हमने पहले जो मैंने बात की थी सर, वो बात सबसे पहले ये थी कि जितने भी पैट्रियोटिक पीपल हैं, दे बिलीव इन पाकिस्तान, एंड दे बिलीव दैट अभी भी पाकिस्तान के अंदर, पाकिस्तान की यूथ सबको अगर वो डायरेक्शन दी जाए तो पाकिस्तान कैन चेंज एंड मेक द वर्ल्ड सी। ऐसा है पाकिस्तान। सो नाउ लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, the person behind Imagine Pakistan, he is a visionary, an entrepreneur, and a guru of governance, and a patriotic Pakistani. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mian Amer Mahmood Saab, the chairman of the Punjab Group.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन। मुझे इंतहाई खुशी है यहाँ पे आज मेरे हाज़िर होके। जिस तरह चौधरी अब्दुल रहमान साहब ने और बाकी इनके दोस्तों ने ये 10 साल से एंटरप्रेन्योरियल जो हमारे यूथ के अंदर स्किल्स पैदा करने की कोशिश की है, और जिस तरह से इनको कामयाबी मिली है, मैं चौधरी साहब आपको, आपकी टीम को, सबको मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। आप हमारी यूथ को एक सही रास्ता दिखा रहे हैं, और हमारी कोशिशें आपके साथ हैं। हम जो भी आपकी इसमें एफर्ट होगी उसमें इंशाल्लाह हम आपके साथ खड़े होंगे इंशाल्लाह। आज जो बात यहाँ पे हुई, और ख़ास तौर पे इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के हवाले से, मुझे दुनिया में जहाँ भी जाने का मौका मिला और हमने ये देखा कि मेयर्स और गवर्नर्स और चीफ मिनिस्टर्स जो बात करते हैं वो अपने सूबे या अपने शहर की ग्रोथ की बात करते हैं। वो वहाँ पे नए बिजनेसेस जो आते हैं उनकी बात करते हैं, जो जॉब क्रिएट उनकी वजह से हो रही होती हैं उसकी बात करते हैं। लेकिन हमारे अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये रिवाज और ये फैशन कभी नहीं बना। प्राइवेट सेक्टर इसमें सामने आया, चौधरी अब्दुल रहमान साहब की क़यादत में बहुत अच्छा काम हुआ, लेकिन असल में ये काम हुकूमतों के करने का है। और जो नारा आज चौधरी साहब ने यहाँ पे चुना है, मेरा सूबा मेरे निज़ाम का, उसका मकसद भी यही है कि बजाय इसके कि 13 करोड़ का एक ऐसा सूबा हो जो बाकी 3 अपनी जो फेडरेटिंग यूनिट्स हैं वो सब मिल भी जाएं तो उससे बड़ा हो। अब पंजाब को आप देखें, पूरे पाकिस्तान में कहीं भी पंजाब को गाली दी जाती है। पंजाबियों के शनाख्ती कार्ड देख के उन्हें बसों से उतार के कत्ल किया जाता है। इस नफ़रत की वजह हमें देखनी होगी कि इसकी वजह क्या है। अगर आप अपना NFC अवार्ड देखें, इंसाफ के साथ हर पाकिस्तानी को उनके माली वसाइल में हिस्सा दिया जा रहा है, और हर साल पंजाब अरबों रुपए کسی نہ کسی صورت میں بلوچستان کو ڈونیٹ کر رہا ہے. اس کے باوجود اگر نفرت ختم نہیں ہو رہی تو اس کی وجہ شاید یہی ہے کہ ہم باقی 3 صوبوں کو ملا کے بھی ان سے بڑے ہیں، اور بظاہر جب وسائل کی تقسیم میں پنجاب کو اس کا حصہ ملتا ہے تو ایسے عناصر جو پاکستان کے خلاف بات کرتے ہیں ان کو یہ موقع ملتا ہے کہ وہ پنجاب کو بدنام کریں. آج جب پنجاب سے یہ لہر اٹھ رہی ہے، پنجاب کے لوگ اس پہ تیار ہیں کہ چھوٹے صوبے بنائے جائیں، اور ان چھوٹے صوبوں میں جب ہم نے دیکھا کہ سب سے زیادہ فائدہ کس کو ہوگا، مجھے بڑی خوشی ہے یہ بات یہاں پہ کرتے ہوئے کہ جو بلوچستان کے 8 ڈویژنز میں صوبے بنیں گے، پر پرسن سب سے زیادہ پیسہ جو فیڈرل گورنمنٹ کی طرف سے یا ان کی منرلز کی طرف سے جائے گا وہ 8 صوبے ہوں گے جو بلوچستان کے علاقے میں بنیں گے. اور اس کے بعد جو صوبے سب سے زیادہ امیر ہوں گے وہ سندھ کے علاقے میں جو صوبے بنیں گے وہ دوسرے نمبر پہ سب سے زیادہ امیر صوبے ہوں گے. آج کراچی، لاہور، اسلام آباد، کوئٹہ اور پشاور کے علاوہ کسی صوبے نے کوئی شہر آباد نہیں کیا. انفارچونیٹلی ہم نے صرف کیپٹل سٹیز کو پہ توجہ رکھی اور صرف انہی کو آباد کیا. جب ڈیٹا پہ ہم نظر ڈالتے ہیں اور دیکھتے ہیں پاکستان میں سٹنٹنگ جو آپ کے چائلڈ ہے اس کی تعداد 44% ہے، اور یہی اگر آپ سکھر میں دیکھیں تو یہ تعداد 66% ہے. تو سکھر کو کراچی سے کیا مل رہا ہے، میں یہ تلاش کر رہا ہوں، میں سوچ رہا ہوں کہ اس کو دیکھا جائے کہ سکھر کو کیا فائدہ ہو رہا ہے کراچی سے. ہم یہ بڑی اچھی طرح سوچ سکتے ہیں کہ اگر 66% بچے آپ کے سٹنٹڈ ہیں تو 20 سال بعد کا فیوچر بھی ہم نے اپنا خراب کر دیا. اور آج ہمارے پاس موقع ہے کہ ہم اس میں بہتری کی طرف کوئی قدم اگر اٹھا سکتے ہیں تو ہم اٹھائیں. اسی طرح بلوچستان میں، پھر سندھ میں اگر تھر کی ہم بات کریں، آپ جانتے ہیں تھر میں کوئلہ نکل رہا ہے، وہاں پہ انڈسٹری لگ رہی ہے، اور جب یہ علاقہ اپنے پورے پوٹینشل تک پہنچے گا تو یہ کراچی سے زیادہ امیر صوبہ ہوگا. اور ہماری یہی کوشش ہے کہ ہمارے بچوں کا اچھا مستقبل ان کو ملے، اور وہ اچھی گورننس کے بغیر ممکن نہیں ہے. یہ فورم جہاں آج ہم جمع ہیں یہ ایک روشنی کی کرن ہے بے شک، لیکن اصل ذمہ داری پرائیویٹ سیکٹر سے یا کسی بھی این جی او سے نہیں ہوتی. اصل ذمہ داری حکومت ادا کرتی ہے، اور سب سے پہلی ذمہ داری اس میں تعلیم ہے. غربت تبھی دور ہوگی اگر ہم اپنے بچوں کو پڑھا سکیں گے. اور انفارچونیٹلی آؤٹ آف اسکول بچوں کی تعداد ہمارے ملک میں دنیا میں سب سے زیادہ ہے. 25.1 ملین بچے اسکول نہیں جا رہے. اور جو سروے ایک اثر ہماری این جی او ہے اس نے گورنمنٹ آف پاکستان کے ساتھ مل کے جو سروے کیا، یہ 25.1 ملین تو وہ ہیں جو اسکول نہیں جا رہے، اور جو اسکول جا رہے ہیں اس میں 70% ایسے بچے ہیں جو کلاس 5 میں ہیں اور وہ کلاس 3 کی کتاب نہیں پڑھ سکتے. تو ہمیں سب پہ کام کرنے کی ضرورت ہے، اور یہ کام پچھلے 79 ایئرز سے ان صوبوں سے ہو نہیں سکا. اچھے حکمران بھی آئے، بہت اچھے حکمران بھی آئے ہوں گے، کچھ خراب بھی آئے ہوں گے، لیکن ہمیں بجائے حکمران بدلنے کے نظام کو دیکھنا ہوگا. جو نعرہ آج چوئی صاحب نے انٹروڈیوس کر دیا ہے، میرا صوبہ میرا نظام، تو ہمیں اسی کو لے کے آگے چلنا پڑے گا. اپنا نظام ہم اپنی جگہ پہ لے کے آئیں گے، اپنے شہر میں، اپنے صوبے میں ہم اپنا نظام لے کے آئیں گے انشاءاللہ. اور یہ بہترین فورم ہے جہاں پہ اکیڈمیشنز ہیں، جہاں پہ یونیورسٹیز کے لوگ ہیں، جہاں پہ یوتھ ہے پاکستان کی. اور اس کے لیے سرویز ہوئے ہیں، ڈفرینٹ نیوز آرگنائزیشنز نے سروے کیے ہیں، سوشل میڈیا کی ڈفرینٹ سائٹس نے سروے کیے ہیں، और मुझे बड़ी खुशी है ये बताते हुए कि 80 to 90% इसमें पॉजिटिव रिस्पॉन्स है। इस मुल्क के लोग, इस मुल्क की यूथ ये चाहती है कि उसे अच्छी गवर्नेंस मिले। और मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये चौई साहब ने जो फोरम बनाए हैं, डिफरेंट फोरम चौई साहब के हैं, जिसपे मुझे मौका मिला, हम पूरे पाकिस्तान में यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में भी गए और वहाँ यूथ की जो विलिंगनेस है फॉर दिस डिमांड, वो तो आई वुड से कि 100% है। और हमें बहुत उम्मीद है कि इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान आगे बढ़ेगा और हम अपने आने वाली नस्लों को एक अच्छा, खुशहाल, आगे बढ़ता हुआ, तरक्की करता हुआ पाकिस्तान दे के इस दुनिया से रुखसत होंगे इंशाल्लाह। वमा अलैना इल्लल बलाग।
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। एंड मूविंग ऑन विद, हम अगर पाकिस्तान को जिस तरह सर आप इमेजिन कर रहे हैं पाकिस्तान, आई बिलीव कि पाकिस्तान के साथ एक तो इकोनॉमिकली जो हम ख्वाब देख रहे हैं सुपीरियर पाकिस्तान का, वो भी पूरा होता है। और उनके बाद जितनी आबादी बढ़ चुकी है, हर एक को कम से कम एक्सेस जो मिलता है वो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है। एंड वी प्रे सर दैट पाकिस्तान कम्स अप विद दैट चेंज। हम जिस तरह सी पाकिस्तान की बात करते हैं, आज से 10 साल पहले जब हमने इसका आगाज़ किया था तो हमने वही कहा था कि जी पाकिस्तान में ये चेंज आएगा, और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आफ्टर 10 years वी आर सीइंग अ चेंज हियर इन पाकिस्तान। और यहाँ पे एवरीबडी इज़ टॉकिंग अबाउट आइडियाज़, एवरीबडी इज़ टॉकिंग अबाउट इनोवेशन, एवरीबडी इज़ मूविंग अलॉन्ग विद द इकोनॉमिक स्टेबिलिटी। यहाँ पे देखना चाहते हैं कि हम अपने नाम से, अपने काम से और अपनी पर्सनालिटी से कैसे पाकिस्तान को बेहतर कर सकते हैं। नाउ लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, लेट्स हियर इट फ्रॉम आवर गेस्ट हियर हु बिलीव that who have seen, who have witnessed See Pakistan. And now I'll call Her Excellency the Honorable Ambassador of Germany on the stage. So I would request Her Excellency Miss Ina Lepel, ma'am, to please honor the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for you. Hello, ma'am. You can just put it up here. Thank you. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Honorable Minister of State, esteemed Vice Chancellor Superior University, esteemed Chairman Punjab Group, esteemed directors and other members of the Association of Private Sector Universities of Pakistan, esteemed Consul General of the USA in Lahore, respected participants in SEC, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to be with you today during the SEC Pakistan 2026. I would like to express my appreciation to the Association of Private Sector Universities of Pakistan and their partners in Pakistan's public and private sector for bringing all of us together in this summit of entrepreneurial educators. Bringing together such a large gathering of stakeholders is a way to promote entrepreneurial spirit in education and to create the network and mutual understanding needed to enable young graduates to bring to bear their full potential, be it as highly productive employees in the public or private sector, be it as entrepreneurs in their own thriving and innovative businesses. Entrepreneurial educators, including private sector universities, have an important role to play in this regard, of course. And they face a considerable challenge. On the one hand, parents and students expect them to deliver on their money. On the other hand, they need to make sure that while the students learn all the skills they need to learn for their professional future, they also do not stop there, but read as many books and has as many critical discussions as they can, so that the university does not only form thorough professionals, but also mature human beings with a social conscience and an awareness of their responsibility for other people's life in the future. Assuming that a university degree is only meant to ensure future jobs, as important as it is, of course, would therefore be mistaken. Pakistan has a proud intellectual and spiritual tradition, and while it may be important that students make their parents proud, it is just as important that they make the great Allama Iqbal proud. Being able to think and act as independent individuals will also make it easier for Pakistani students to succeed in universities and workplaces abroad, as for instance in Germany. As you know, more and more Pakistani students are interested in pursuing their academic studies in Germany and to stay there for at least a few years after their degree. They are attracted by our country's scientific and technological excellence, but also by the fact that there is practically no tuition fee, which to many feels like a universal scholarship to begin with. But of course, such an opportunity does not come without some challenges in return. The German academic scene offers an enormous variety of options that can be quite daunting at first sight. A prospective student is well advised to get familiar with our web portal with the simple name Study in Germany. Apply some filters smartly and come up with a short list of study programs that fits their needs. One of the filters is language, as many programs leading to a master's degree are entirely in English, and an increasing number of bachelor's programs in English are also available. Another point to consider is the choice of city. Big cities are sometimes more interesting, but it can be really difficult and expensive to find a place to live. Small cities can be better in that regard, and the quality of universities does not depend on city size. So this is another issue that deserves some in-depth research. Finally, there are also in Germany public and private universities. But in Germany, very unlike in Pakistan, most universities are actually public, especially the traditional and prestigious ones. Public universities are free of charge or charge only nominal fees, whereas some private universities nowadays charge fees that almost reach the levels seen in the US or UK. For some reason, a surprising percentage of Pakistani students opt for private universities. Maybe they think higher tuition fee means better quality and better employability later. However, this is not universally true. My recommendation would therefore be to generate a short list from the portal and then do in-depth research on which university is considered reputable among future employers in the chosen field, and then decide which university is worth the extra money. Unfortunately, many students from Pakistan, and also other countries I suppose, feel daunted by all these choices. Or maybe they have never learned to do independent research on a concrete issue like this. Many therefore prefer to seek the services of an agency. While this can save time and trouble, it is also expensive, and the expense is maybe unnecessary because all information is available in a user-friendly way in public space. In the embassy, sometimes we learn of cases of students who were guided by agencies to private universities and then face huge debt burdens. Sometimes students have to work full-time to pay their debts to the agency and the university, which makes it difficult to follow their coursework at all, let alone with good grades. I'm not saying that all agencies take that approach, but I would also not say that all agencies only have the students' best interests at heart. So here again, the important thing is to make an informed choice. My recommendation in case of specific question is to address them to the Information Office of the German Academic Exchange Service, or well known as DAAD, in Islamabad. The organization German Academic Exchange Service was founded about 100 years ago to support student mobility around the world. It is fully financed by the German Federal Foreign Office. I can give you the context later if you are interested. Other challenges for Pakistani and other South Asian students in Germany very often consist in our language, because Germany is a German-spoken country, but perhaps even more in the fact that they suddenly have to do everything themselves. No cleaner to take care of the home, no tutor to go through the last classes with, and of course no family member to support one. While this might be hard to deal with for a lot of students at first, it certainly helps in becoming more independent and to adapt to challenges they will face in their professional and private lives later. It will also help them in becoming better leaders and decision makers in the future. And since this is an entrepreneurial summit and startups were already mentioned, let me also briefly mention my admiration for Pakistan's resilient and dynamic startup ecosystem. German Development Corporation works to support it in partnership with the Aga Khan Foundation and an organization known as Accelerate Prosperity. The program offers business support services like mentoring, incubation and acceleration programs, co-working spaces, as well as startup finance windows for loans. Since the program started 2 years ago, loans have been disbursed to 27 businesses, many of them led by women or young people. 244 businesses have received business support services. The beneficiaries are selected on a competitive basis by Accelerate Prosperity, easily found on the net under that name, by the way. So for those of you who are already active in business, this might also be an avenue to pursue. Once again, thank you very much for your attention and for the honor of having me in your midst. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency Ms. Ina Olepel. And when we talk about Germany is education friendly, and talking about students there. Madam, you talked about when the student comes out to different countries, they need to learn different languages. And here also, when we talk about, see, Pakistan, the students are also there, started out with an idea. We need to make them believe with the idea that yes, they can do that. And with that, their idea can change the world. Their idea can change their own lives. So we believe that the students, as what you said, the students need to come out of their comfort zone most of the time, whether they are in Germany or here in Pakistan. Their comfort zone needs to get out from, and then there is where the whole success comes up with. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another guest here, and I believe that talking about Germany, how they are facilitating students, so let's hear it from the United States of America, what United States of America want to say about ideas and about students, and how he sees Pakistan, and how the academia and industry linkage has been considered through the lens of US Embassy. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite His Excellency Mr. Stetson Sander, US Consulate General Lahore, sir, to please honor the stage. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Super khair. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for the welcome. What a great pleasure to be here and to start this weekend with all of you and listen to these important conversations. Hi to Rector Dr. Samira Rahman and Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rahman. You've both been so welcoming and supportive of me. The team at Superior has been a great friend and welcoming me here in Pakistan and Lahore. I appreciate that. Greetings, Chairman Mian Amer Mahmood, the rest of the distinguished guests, Sahel Afzal, Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Dr. Niaz Ahmad Akhtar, and some good friends, new friends like Minister Dr. Wahija Khamar, who's been a great partner with the United States. Thank you for working with us in Islamabad. We're happy to be working with you here in Lahore as well. My friend Mian Amer Mahmood, thank you very much for all of you for being here and for including me. And it's great to see some diplomats here. The Deputy Chief of Mission from Kenya, I understand, just arrived, and Her Excellency, the Ambassador from Germany. I should tell all of you, if you don't know, I had to ask her not to present her remarks in Urdu because she's an excellent Urdu speaker, and we have a diplomatic protocol that she shouldn't embarrass me. So she agreed to speak in English. Thank you for that, but thank you for your remarks as well. It's an honor to be here today with all of you, so many distinguished speakers and participants, educators, business people, entrepreneurs, policymakers. But the real privilege is being here with the true stars of today's event, the students, the founders, and the innovators here in this hall. I was born and raised in Northern California. When I was about 6 years old, so this would have been last century, about 1982, 1983, for my birthday, my 6th birthday, my father brought home a box. It had a little funny little logo on it of an apple with a bite taken out of it. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what it was. But back then, that was a little startup called Apple, and that was the first computer available for most people at home, an Apple IIe. Since then, Apple has changed the world, and many other Northern California startups have also shaped nearly every aspect of our lives, from education to communication, finance, travel, and how we share information with each other. So growing up in that environment has given me an opportunity to get used to and to seek and to see smart, creative companies using technology to shape our futures, and I see that same spirit here in Pakistan. See Pakistan is much more than an exhibition. As our MC said earlier, this is a movement, and I completely agree that students can do anything. See Pakistan is a statement about Pakistan's next generation of entrepreneurs, engineers, educators, and showing the world that they are ready to compete, to build, and to lead. The United States wants to be your partner in your efforts. It's been a true and great pleasure to be in Lahore. I've been here for about a year, and every day I get to meet people from across Punjab, and it reinforces to me this obvious belief in the depth of talent, the creativity, the entrepreneurial spirit, and the ambition in this vibrant city that I've come to love and that I now call home. I've seen American technology powering Pakistani programmers to keep people in Punjab safe through the Punjab Safe City Authority. I've seen Pakistani investors bringing and opening an official Apple retail store here in Lahore, next in Islamabad, and hopefully a true Apple headquarters office here. Just this week, I was with senior Google executives at the National Incubation Center where I saw teenage students using cutting-edge AI technology donated by American companies like Google to start businesses, solve problems, and create jobs. And I meet young Pakistani entrepreneurs who are learning how to tap into the U.S. educational exchange programs to launch new AI and other digital initiatives, including gaming companies right here in Lahore. That's the spirit of this room today, and that's the spirit of C and what we're going to be talking about. The global economy is at a critical moment. It's a pivotal moment where things are changing. Artificial intelligence, advanced computing technologies, other emerging technologies are reshaping industries and redefining competitiveness. Countries that invest in talent, embrace innovation, and build trusted partnerships will lead in the years ahead. From the diverse group of speakers that we've got here today and the range of all of the participants who are bringing their expertise, their curiosity, and their ideas, it's very clear that Pakistan is working to achieve its potential, to create the right environment so that the creativity and dynamism of this wonderful country and this young population can take hold and shape Pakistan's bright future. The United States remains Pakistan's largest export market and one of its leading investment partners for more than 2 decades. And we want to deepen those commercial and educational partnerships with all of you, the innovators and entrepreneurs in this room. President Trump has been clear about our priorities, which is to make America and our partners, like Pakistan, safer, stronger, and more prosperous. When we invest in Pakistani students and startups, when we strengthen university and academic partnerships, and when we facilitate United States leadership and excellence in education and technology across Punjab and across Pakistan, we advance all of those goals together for a safer and more prosperous Pakistan. A Pakistan that innovates, it's going to create jobs, attract investment, and strengthen regional stability. That benefits Pakistan and that benefits the United States. I'm so happy to see some American colleagues here, some influencers brought by Superior, so that we together can start to share with the world the many, many opportunities here in Pakistan. I recently learned a term, Wapastanis. I love that. Those are these Pakistanis who went to the United States for school or work. They made their mark, they started their companies, they started their jobs, new industries, they built buildings, and they've decided to return to Pakistan to make a contribution, to make a difference. I'm sure there are some of you here in this room. But even if you haven't had a chance to study in the United States yet, here's my challenge to you. Think globally from day one. Build products and companies that serve not just Lahore and Karachi, but Chicago and New York and my home state of California. Maybe the next Apple is here in this room. If it is, I think it should be called Mango because they're so delicious. The United States wants to be your partner, your customer, and your investor in these endeavors. We're so happy to be here today to be able to speak with you, learn from you, and figure out how we can cooperate and advance our shared goals together. Congratulations to Superior and the organizing committee for this event, all the private sector university leaders who are here, and all of the stall exhibitors who I look forward to meeting and talking with. Thank you so much. I look forward to what all of you are going to build for the future of Pakistan. United States-Pakistan friendship, Zindabad.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Mr. Sachin Sanders, the U.S. Consul General Lahore. Thank you very much for your words, sir, and very rightly said. When we're talking about the prospects of See Pakistan, the next Apple might be, the owners of next Apple might be sitting here, and they believe. And you talked about, sir, the idea of think globally. And yes, all the students who are just making their ideas, it's not just for Lahore or for Karachi or any other state or city of Pakistan. It needs to be all thinking out globally. It is in the words of Ishfaq Ahmed Sahab what he says कि दुनिया में वही लोग जिंदा रहते हैं जो खैर बांटते हैं. आप अपने कामों से, अपने innovation से आप दुनिया में किस तरीके से खैर बांटते हैं, that is important. And Mr. Stetson talked about Mr. Donald Trump talking about that a safer, stronger and a prosperous Pakistan. Thank you very much for all your wishes, sir, and let's hope that our friendship goes a long way in creating that innovation. And the student, most of my friends have been they have studied abroad there in US, and they have a different experience of United States, and the way that now when they come back to Pakistan, there is a total difference in their personality and their ideas. So thank you very much for facilitating all the Pakistani students here, and let's hope that all of the students who are here, they are wishing to go to America, they go to America and then come back and make Pakistan more economically superior. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have talked about the academic institutions of Pakistan. We have listened to our honorable guest here, Her Excellency from Germany and His Excellency from United States of America. And now let's move on to see the people, the person who makes strategies, who is the hub of strategies of all the academic institutions of Pakistan. Last night we were there in Governor House for the Academic Excellence Award, and this personality talked about the idea of we have about 67% of youth, and 67% of youth talks about they need to have a direction in morals and ethics. That's what our chairman, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rahman Sahab, always talks about, that students need to have the character, the courage and the competence to take Pakistan to a different level. Now let's hear from the Chairman, Higher Education Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Professor Dr. Niaz Ahmed Akhtar Sahab.
Thank you very much, Professor Abdurrahman Chaudhry, for providing us this opportunity to say a few words with the youth. Thanks to Professor Sumera for putting so much effort on the Entrepreneur Gala. Thanks, Mian Amer Mahmood for participating in this event and gracing the occasion. Excellency State Minister Wajiha Qamar Sahiba, thanks for all the time supporting the higher education sector in Pakistan. My friend Consul General Stetson, thanks a lot for having a words of exchange with my youth. Miss Ina, German Ambassador, Excellency, thank you very much for participating in this great event. The prime purpose of the institution is to educate, create the knowledge, transfer the knowledge. This is the prime purpose of the institution. And here most of the students and the academic leaders who are participating in this great event, the creativity, innovation, more than 90% it is coming from the higher education sector. Therefore, you are not only the academic leader, you are also leader in research as well as in the innovation. This is the prime purpose of any of the institution established anywhere in the globe. Therefore, it is, when I say it is the prime purpose to have the innovation and creativity, therefore what type of research is coming and how much it is applicable to the industrial sector and in the socio-economic development of the country. Therefore, this gap, when you are doing a research, how much is the impact on the industry and the society. Therefore, a lot of effort has been made, as very rightly said by Professor Sumera Rahman, that about thousands of the projects she received and only 100 have been shortlisted. Therefore, surely these will have the impact on the national economy as well as in the socio-economic development of the country. At the moment, in Higher Education Commission, for the higher education institutions, this is our top priority at the moment. Productive employability. The product we are producing, we are giving to the market, how much it has got the impact on the national economy. Therefore, it is, I consider as a chairman Higher Education Commission, that the product which we are producing, it is saleable, it is intellectuals, and they are putting a lot of impact on the society. For that reason, we have approved number of new policies and schemes through which our youth can get the benefit. One is about the entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, where billions of rupees have been allocated. The same is, yesterday we got it approved, the Fulbright scholarship for the US education system. So again, hundreds of the scholarships are there. Therefore, you can get the benefit. This is not only when you are graduating from any of the institution, you should not be looking only for the job. You can become the employer. You can become the entrepreneur. You can also, of course, you can join any of the organization in the service sector or the manufacturing sector. But in Pakistan, lot of opportunities are available for the youth. Lot of potential is there. I can recall, I think 2-3 weeks back, when Miss Ina and the European Commission state countries were there, and we were awarding the scholarship. And I was told, I am very pleased to share with you, that maximum number of scholarships at the global, at the international level through competition that came to the Pakistani youth. And it was for the last 5 years. It was not only this year, for the last 5 years. This is Erasmus scholarship. Number of scholarship that is from the European Commission, whereas the other scholarships, for example, thanks to again Her Excellency Miss Ina, they have allocated number of scholarships for the Pakistani youth under DART scholarships. We have also number of scholarships through overseas scholarships. Therefore, the potential, the opportunities which are available for the Pakistani youth, and I think I have number of examples. I gave you one example about European Union scholarships, how my youth is contributing and competing at the international level, but at the same time, I have several examples. For example, Stetson this year, 1,450 medical doctors, they have got the matching with the MSLE. Therefore, this is the highest number of Pakistani doctors who are competing at the international level for the health sector in the US side. Therefore, the quality of education which my institution are contributing, I think it is second to none. Yes, when we are talking, with my due apology to my colleagues, my friends from the US side or from any other country, when we are saying thousands of the universities are there in US side, and we can name hundreds or more than 100 perhaps, those are internationally top ranked. I have a good number of institutions in Pakistan where these institutions are competing at the global level, they are internationally ranked, and they are educating and grooming my youth in the country. Therefore, we are trying our level best through our higher education system that we should provide the quality education, quality research, number of scholarships for our youth. Thanks to my government for providing such a great opportunity for the youth in terms of employment, in terms of entrepreneur, in terms of scholarships. Therefore, if I gave you another example, since I belong to academia, if any of Pakistani who has got PhD from the developed world and comes back to Pakistan, immediately they will be taken as assistant professor in the institution, in the higher education institutions. Whereas, if you are competing with the developed world, you must have 3 to 4 postdoctorate fellowships, and then you can compete and you can become the lecturer in those developed universities. Therefore, you can feel how much opportunities are available for the Pakistani youth in Pakistan. This is the government figure which I am sharing with you. This year, $5.7 billion have been earned by Pakistani youth through digital economy. From where this amount has come, this remittance has come, again this is from the university graduates, from my youth. Therefore, again this is 5.7 billion figure I have shared with you, but I think your potential is more than that. Therefore, please compete at the international level, and you have the potential, you have got the opportunities. Yes, 2-3 things which matter, I must say. One is you must have the relevant knowledge. If you have the knowledge and you have the capacity to translate that knowledge, then you have got, it means you have got the skill. And my third point all the time which I advocate, that is your ethics, your moral values, your attitude, your behavior. Therefore, this third component is very important. If you are studying computer science or IT and your theoretical marks are 80%, whereas your practical marks are 90%, your average is in that subject is 85%. But the attitude and the ethics, that is multiplied. If your attitude is weak, your CGPA with 3.8, 3.7 multiplied with 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, your attitude, you should be strong in your moral values, rich in your ethics. And the last point which I would like to share, that our institutions, I will share that few of my students, they got migration from Pakistani universities to MIT, to the top institutions in the world. Therefore, I think work very hard. This is the only option, and lot of opportunities are available for all of you. Thank you very much again, Professor Abdul Rahman Chaudhry, Sumaira Rahman, and Honorable My Excellencies who have participated and graced this great event. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Professor Dr. Mian Amer Mahmood, and very rightly said, we need to create and transfer knowledge, and the Pakistani youth has the opportunity, and they need to grab that opportunities and moving on towards a superior Pakistan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move towards a lady who is the custodian of the Federal Education and Professional Training, and let's hear it from her that how important is the professional training, the skill set, and all the other things that can make Pakistan superior. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I request Ms. Wajiha Qamar, Minister of State, Federal Education and Professional Training, ma'am, to please honor the stage. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये पाकिस्तान जो एकदम एक म्यूज़िक आया था ना, और पाकिस्तान, तो आई वॉज कमिंग टू द स्टेज विद गूज बम्प्स. सो वी विल स्टार्ट विद पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद. थैंक यू. अस्सलाम वालेकुम and a very good morning to all of you, to APSAP, to Dr. Rahman, Dr. Niaz यहाँ बैठी हैं, Awais, Simran Hash साहब, Amir भाई. I agree to each and every word you have said. यहाँ पे जितनी भी universities से, INA and from US Council, everyone who is here, guests from American and German missions, of course, and especially to the 4,000 young men and women in this hall who are here not as spectators but as builders. Thank you for having me today here. I want to start with the number 2017. One city, one university, and 100 startup applications. And today, 2026. 320 cities, 675 universities, over 4,000 applications, and 275 international links. I want you to sit with for a second. This is not a growth chart. That is a generation deciding on its own that it will not wait to be given permission to build. Nobody organized that growth from a ministry office. It happened because thousands of young Pakistanis, city after city, decided their idea was worth a shot. And APSAP simply built the stage fast enough to keep up with them. Thank you for that. And it happens to be happening this week. The week of Jashn-e-Azadi. I don't think that is a coincidence, and I don't think it should be. Independence was never only about a date on the calendar or a flag raised once a year. It was about people deciding they would write their own future instead of inheriting someone else's. That is exactly what every founder in this room is doing. One pitch, one prototype, one sleepless night at a time. And this has in fact been a month of Pakistan writing its own future on more than one front. Under Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and with Field Marshal Asim Munir's leadership behind our armed forces, Pakistan sat down with Saudi Arabia and Turkey this August and signed a landmark trilateral defense pact. A reminder that this country is increasingly a country other nations choose to stand beside, not simply alongside, but a nation standing in the world is never built on strategic partnerships alone. It is built just as much on what its young people create when they are given the room to do it. That is why what happens in this hall over these 3 days matters every bit as much as what happens around a table in Makkah. As Minister of State for Federal Education and Professional Training, I sit at the meeting point of two worlds that used to sit far apart in this country: the world of the university degree and the world of the marketplace. For too long, we treated them as separate journeys. First you study, then maybe. If you are brave, you build something. See, Pakistan has helped collapse that distance. And from where I sit, across HEC, across NAFTTC, across the institutions building the skills pipeline for this country, our job now is to make sure that collapse continues. Entrepreneurship should not be the exception to a Pakistani degree. It should be one of its natural outcomes. That is the direction we are building toward. Degrees that come with real-world skills attached. TVET and higher education talking to each other instead of competing. And a generation that graduates already knowing how to pitch, how to build a team, how to fail fast and try again. It is also the direction between our ministry's Vision 2047 framework, because 100 years after independence, we do not want to be a country that produces graduates. We want to be a country that produces founders. Some of you in this hall are already a proof that this is possible. You did not wait for the system to catch up to you. This year, See Pakistan is doing something it has never done before. A global economic forum, sitting inside a youth entrepreneurship platform for the first time. 10 plus international influencers walking these halls, not as celebrities, but as people who will carry Pakistan's startup story back to the audiences who have never heard it. And Battle of Beats and Voices, a new creative platform, because somewhere along the way we forgot that entrepreneurship and creativity have always been the same instinct. The refusal to accept things as they are. I think it's worth saying plainly, the world's picture of Pakistani talent is already changing, whether we have caught up to it or not. Our engineers, our developers, our founders are already competing on global platforms, already being backed by international investors, already building companies that do not stay confined to one city or one country. What See Pakistan does is take the talent out of isolated success stories and turn it into an ecosystem, a pipeline other people can invest in, hire from, and partner with at scale. So here is what I want to say to the founders, the students, the first-time exhibitors standing nervously by your booths today. You are not too early, and you are not too small. This platform started with 100 applications for one university. If someone had told the first cohort in 2017 that within a decade they would be sharing a stage with international investors and a global economic forum, they might not have believed it. Build anyway, apply anyway, pitch anyway. The founders who eventually make it are almost without exception the ones who kept showing up before anyone was watching. And to the investors and international partners with us today, what you are looking at in this hall is not a market of consumers, it is a market of builders. Back them. Pakistan brings you scale, hunger, and a generation that has grown up solving problems with far fewer resources than their competitors elsewhere, which, if you have spent any time in venture, you know tends to build sharper instincts, not weaker ones. Pakistan's youth have never lacked ambition. What they have sometimes lacked is a stage large enough for that ambition to be seen. APSUP has spent 9 years building that stage, city by city, university by university. My ministry's job, our job as government collectively, as a state, is to make sure that the stage keeps growing and no talented young Pakistani in any district of this company ever has to wonder whether anyone is watching. So to every young person in this hall today, this country's next chapter is not going to be written only in the parliaments and ministries. A great deal of it is going to be written right here, in exhibition booths, in pitch decks, in the 2 in the morning conversations where an idea becomes a company. Go build it. Pakistan is watching, and increasingly, so is the world. Pakistan, Hamesha Zindabad. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, Mr. Wajiha Qamar, और आपकी इसी दुआ के साथ कि पाकिस्तान हमेशा जिंदाबाद। हमारे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ जो है वो पाकिस्तान है, और ये इसी पाकिस्तान का स्टेज हम दुनिया को यही दिखाने के लिए बनाया है कि दुनिया कहे कि ऐसा है पाकिस्तान। एंड नाउ I would request from the EPSA, I would request the President Punjab chapter, Mr. Awais Rauf Saab, sir, to please honor the stage and share your journey of See Pakistan here and how See Pakistan has developed. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
इस देश की मोहब्बत हमारे दिलों की धड़कन है। ये धरती हमारे रगों में दौड़ती और सांसों में महकती है। ये मुल्क
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam Wajiha Qamar, State Minister for Education, Dr. Niaz, Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Pakistan, Mian Amer Mahmood Saab, Chaudhry Abdur Rahman Saab, Chairman EPSA Pakistan, Her Excellency the German Ambassador, Consul General US, Lahore, all the Vice Chancellors, Rectors, Delegates, Deans, Professors, the founders of startups, visiting delegates from all over the world, foreign young influencers, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It's a matter of great honor and pleasure to welcome you all to See Pakistan, to welcome you all to Lahore, the cultural heart of Pakistan, welcome you all to this event, which is not an event, it has been a journey. And for this very moment, I especially would like to congratulate Superior University, Rector Superior University, Dr. Sumera, Chaudhry Abdur Rahman Saab, and all the team members who have been working for this day, for this achievement. Many years ago, when so many private universities got together, Dr. Sahaba, aapke saath, it looked something impossible, because then when you were aiming that one day we should have 250 universities with us, we should have 300 cities, 4,000 projects, it looked impossible. But like everything where you keep working with consistency, with the vision, with the mission, ultimately you achieve it. And for this very reason, I congratulate you on behalf of the entire EPSA. मैं जब बूट कैंप में बच्चों के साथ बैठा तो वो जो 100 सिलेक्ट हुए हैं 4,000 में से, वो just sheer exuberance on their faces could tell how excited they were to be in Lahore from all over the country, from cities as far as Gilgit, Sakardu, and down to the south and Balochistan. And then all of them coming to Lahore, I think it's an achievement in itself. I would like to thank you for this idea and then assure you that since we all have come together and it's a mission of the entire Private Sectors University Association, that we will take it forward. This year alone we have more than 50 foreign delegates who are also founders of different startups from many places in the world, especially from Africa, Excellency from Kenya. So I think sky is the limit. Pakistanis are very entrepreneurial in their mind. They're always coming up with new ideas. Sometimes that actually creates the biggest problem as well, that we always want change in our lives and we keep aspiring for it. And that's why today we have more than 25 million of us sitting abroad serving other great countries, including US and Germany. You find Pakistani eateries everywhere wherever you go. But they always remain Pakistanis wherever they are. They simply refuse most of the times to embrace other cultures. मैं आज के दिन इस मौके पे आप सब के फोरम से मियां आमिर साहब आपको बहुत मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ. आपने जो बात छोटे सूबों वाली, नए निज़ाम वाली की है, ये बहुत मुश्किल बात थी लाहौर से और पंजाब से शुरू करना, क्योंकि जहाँ बाकी सूबों में आइडेंटिटी का एक बहुत पैशन है, पंजाब में भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. और जब ये बात शुरू हुई और आप हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी आए और वहाँ एक ज़बरदस्त इंटरैक्टिव फोरम ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया हमने, आपने वहाँ बात पेश की, मुझे बड़ी घबराहट थी कि बड़े सख्त सवाल आएंगे, आप कहेंगे यार देखो मैं पहली दफ़ा यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लाहौर आया हूँ, ये पता नहीं कैसे सवाल, मगर आपने इतना अच्छा उनको इंगेज किया. और आपने जाते हुए एक बात कही कि शायद ये बात तभी कामयाब होगी जब पंजाब ये बात करेगा. एंड दैट स्टेड विद माई माइंड. I want you to know that on behalf of the entire APSEP, the entire Private Universities Association of Punjab and Pakistan, we are with you. We believe this is the solution to this country. When this country came into being, from that date, 1947 to today, nearly 80 years, our population has grown 10 times, and it's the same administrative setup that through which we are trying to run this country. I think it's impossible, and it's about time that we embrace this as an idea. Thank you very much for taking a leadership role in this. There are not many people who can afford to take this position, sir. आपको पता है, हमें भी पता है, और वो आपको अल्लाह ने एक स्टेटस दिया है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये एक मूवमेंट इसीलिए चल रही है कि आपकी तरह के लोग, चौधरी अब्दुर्रहमान साहब, सोहेल अफजल साहब, ये लोग इसके साथ खड़े हैं. और every corner where power is in this country, they're listening to you. So I want you to know that we not only agree with this, but we support you in this mission as well. चेयरमैन HEC मेरे उस्ताद हैं, मेरे बुजुर्ग भी हैं. इनके कल के जो गवर्नर हाउस में सेशन था, उसकी तकरीर से मुझे बड़ी एक्साइटमेंट है कि वी हैव समबडी हु एक्चुअली बिलीव्स इन पाकिस्तान. चीज़ें पॉजिटिव हैं. अभी 100 साल हमें पूरे नहीं हुए, और जिस प्रोसेस से हम गुजर रहे हैं, इट्स अ प्रोसेस ऑफ एवोल्यूशन. एवरीथिंग दैट हैपन्स इन दैट प्रोसेस इज समथिंग गुड. इट मे लुक डिफिकल्ट, but it is happening for something good in the future. So I believe जो भी failures हैं, जो भी पिछले 70-80 years में changes आई, हम उनके ऊपर बैठ के बहुत तकरीरें कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर उसकी डायरेक्शन ठीक है तो इंशाल्लाह हम ज़रूर कामयाब होंगे. किसी ने एक दौर में लिखा पाकिस्तान के बारे में फेल्ड स्टेट, फिर उसके 3 साल बाद एक आर्टिकल छापा उसी बंदे ने, and he said a country that refuses to fail. I believe that is the fact about this country. So private sector universities के अपने मसाइल हैं, public sector universities के भी मसाइल हैं. हम पहले अपनी जंग लड़ते थे, कुछ अरसे से अंदाज़ा हुआ कि ये पूरे हायर एजुकेशन सेक्टर की एक स्ट्रगल है, जो सिर्फ हमारे मसाइल का हल, उससे मामलात बेहतर नहीं होंगे. पब्लिक प्राइवेट सेक्टर, सो एपसेप का फोरम कुछ अरसे से सिर्फ प्राइवेट सेक्टर का फोरम नहीं है, ये पब्लिक सेक्टर का फोरम भी है. मैं आपसे पहले तो बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि आपने आते ही पूरे पाकिस्तान की तमाम यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को विज़िट किया. उससे जो लोगों के दिलों में एक एक्सप्रेशन पैदा हुआ, जो फीलिंग पैदा हुई पार्टिसिपेशन की, आप देख रहे हैं उसका रिज़ल्ट है. मामलात बेहतर हो रहे हैं. जो कमेटीज़ आपने सेटअप की हैं, जो लोग उनमें आपने बिठाए हैं वो इस मुल्क के बेहतरीन एकेडमिशियंस हैं, मैं आपको उस पर मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। आप पुराने चेयरमैन्स को भी लेकर आए हैं वापस। आमतौर पे इनकम्बेंट्स कभी भी पुराने लोगों को इंगेज नहीं करते। इट्स एन अचीवमेंट, थैंक यू वेरी मच। प्राइवेट सेक्टर यूनिवर्सिटीज़ की तरफ से सर आई श्योर यू फुल सपोर्ट. We will demand your guidance all the time and with anticipation that things will get better by the day. हमारा जो पॉपुलेशन बूम है वो एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, एक बहुत बड़ा क्राइसिस भी है साथ। 45 लाख बच्चे 18 साल के हुए, 18 साल के बाद 72 लाख बच्चे 18 साल के होंगे। उनमें से कितने स्कूल एजुकेशन पूरी कर सकेंगे, कितने यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में आएंगे, अब ये स्ट्रगल है। इसमें किसी एक मोमेंट भी आराम से नहीं बैठा जा सकता। लेकिन एक ऐसी चीज़ हमारे पास आज अवेलेबल है थ्रू टेक्नोलॉजी, थ्रू ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन। सर इसके ऊपर भी ज़रूर फोकस करिएगा और पाकिस्तानी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को इजाज़त दें कि वो सिर्फ पाकिस्तान में नहीं दूसरी दुनिया में भी ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन को प्रमोट कर सकें। आप देखेंगे ये वो मुल्क था जहाँ 30-40 ईयर्स पहले जब आप यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में थे पूरी दुनिया से लोग पढ़ने आते थे। अब फिर से एक एफ़र्ट की जा रही है इंशाल्लाह। मैं उसमें कॉमस्टैक का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ, आपकी बहुत सपोर्ट है। सर HEC की तरफ से भी पाकिस्तान की तमाम यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को सपोर्ट करें कि फ़ॉरेन स्टूडेंट आएँ। ये ऐसी सोसाइटी, ऐसा कल्चर है जो यहाँ एक दफ़ा आता है दे फॉल इन लव विद इट। सो आई अश्योर यू एज प्रेसिडेंट प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी एसोसिएशन पंजाब के एटलीस्ट लाहौर की हद तक, पंजाब की हद तक तमाम यूनिवर्सिटीज़ इस वक्त तैयार हैं आपकी सपोर्ट से कि इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटीज़ को लाया जाए और इस खूबसूरत शहर में, इस खूबसूरत सूबे में इंशाल्लाह उनको जो अपनाइयत मिलेगी वो अनप्रेसिडेंटेड होगी। मैं एट दी एंड चौधरी अब्दुर्रहमान साहब, चेयरमैन ऐप साहब, आपको बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ। ये आपकी लीडरशिप जो है ये हमारे बुज़ुर्गों ने आइडेंटिफाई की, आपने उससे बढ़ के उसमें डिलीवर किया। आप ये ना समझिएगा कि ये कोई ऐसी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है जो आप आगे किसी और को दे सकते हैं, ये आप पे रहनी है। टाइटल आप किसी को भी दे दें क्योंकि आप आजकल ये बातें सोचते हैं। मैंने मियां आमिर साहब आपकी इजाज़त से सर को अगेन, सोहेल भाई आपकी इजाज़त से अगेन सर को रिमाइंड कर रहा हूँ कि कुछ चीज़ें बियॉन्ड टाइटल्स हैं, आप वो ऑलरेडी स्टेटस अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अचीव किए हुए हैं। इस दफ़ा इस फोरम में जिन बच्चों ने भी compete किया वो एक प्रोसेस से गुज़रे। जो बच्चे नहीं भी आ सके आज यहाँ पे, वो प्रोसेस ही इन itself is a great learning and I believe कि इंशाल्लाह next See Pakistan will grow even more and we will have even more competing for the finalist, and somehow we are focusing next year then rather than having only 100 finalists, maybe let's have 200, 250, even grow further and take smaller parts of See Pakistan to other capitals as well. Let's have a unit of this in Islamabad, let's have a unit of this in Karachi and Peshawar, because that creates such a network and connectivity जो otherwise पूरा साल हम उसको yearn करते हैं. I am very thankful to the German ambassador, Her Excellency. She has talked about all the opportunities for Pakistani students to study in Germany. Thank you very much. And your mention of Allama Iqbal tells me that his experience, his poetry, his philosophy obviously has influenced you as well. While the German philosophers influenced him so much, probably that is the thought that this youth today in Pakistan needs. And to the Consul General US, thank you very much, sir. Every Pakistani wants to go and study in that beautiful country. I request you to open your arms even more. Thousands and thousands of young boys and girls want to go and study in the great institutions of North America, come back and be able to serve this country. Thank you everybody. Congratulations to all who are part of the organizing team. They are doing fabulous work. Every year their activity, their effort grows further and this becomes a bigger event. And I welcome on behalf of APSA Punjab to all the foreign influencers who are visiting from every part of the world. Welcome to Lahore. I hope you enjoy. Some are sleeping, but anyway, they must be exhausted. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मिस्टर अवैस रूप साहब, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। और सर वो स्लीपिंग भी शायद इस वजह से है कि वो पूरे कुछ 4-5 दिन से जगह जगह फिर रहे हैं, शायद इस वजह से थकावट में सो गए होंगे। तो इसी तरह ही थैंक यू सर। और एक बात आपकी बहुत अच्छी लगी और वही बात है कि पाकिस्तान इज़ अ नेशन दैट रिफ्यूज टू फेल। हम उस उम्मीद के साथ रहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान में कुछ अच्छा होगा और इंशाअल्लाह पाकिस्तान में सब अच्छा होगा। हम हो या ना हो लेकिन पाकिस्तान हमेशा रहेगा और हमेशा इसी तरह ही दुनिया पाकिस्तान को कहते रहेगी कि ऐसा है पाकिस्तान। Now ladies and gentlemen, it's the time to give the souvenirs to the honorable guests and I would request the chairman APSA, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdur Rahman Sahab, Mian Amer Mahmood Sahab and Dr. Niaz Ahmed Akhtar Sahab sir to please honor the stage and give the souvenirs to our honorable guests for speaking their heart out at See Pakistan 2026. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I would request our Honorable Minister, Madam Wajiha, ma'am, please to honor the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you for your presence here, ma'am, at See Pakistan 2026. And seeing the smiling faces of our students, ma'am, it would give a lot of motivation to you that our Pakistan is going in the right direction. Ma'am, so first of all, I would request Her Excellency Ambassador of Germany, Miss Ina Lepel, ma'am, to come and receive your souvenir. A round of applause. तालियां बजती रहनी चाहिए. बहुत शुक्रिया. इसके बाद आप अपने पैसों पे कुछ खा भी सकते हैं, कोई मसला नहीं है, लेकिन एनर्जी उस तरह आ जाएगी, लेकिन प्लीज तालियां बजती रहनी चाहिए.
इस देश की मोहब्बत हमारे दिलों की धड़कन है। ये धरती हमारे रगों में दौड़ती और सांसों में महकती है। ये मुल्क
I'll request the U.S. Consul General Lahore, His Excellency Mr. Stetson Sander, sir, to please honor the stage. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. तालियां, कुछ ही awards है, तालियां बजती रहेंगी तो अच्छा लगेगा. It sounds good to your ears. Thank you very much, sir. And now I would request the Deputy High Commissioner Azerbaijan, His Excellency Mr. Samir Ahmed Saab. Sir, thank you very much for your passionate presence here at See Pakistan 2026. Now I would request Professor Dr. Iqbal Chaudhry Sahab, the Director General Comstec, sir, to please receive your souvenir. So I would request Mr. Suhail Afzal Saab, the Vice Chairman, APSIP, sir, to please honor the stage, the Executive Director, Punjab Group. Now I would request Rector, Superior University and Patron-in-Chief, See Pakistan, Professor Dr. Mera Rahman.
खोल आंख, ज़मीं देख, फलक देख, फिजा देख, मशरिक से उभरते हुए सूरज को जरा देख.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And I would request Mr. Awais Rauf Sahab, the Chairman, Board of Governors, University of Lahore, and the President, Lahore Chapter, APSAP. And I'll request Mr. S.M. Imran Sahab, sir आप आए हैं और आते ही अपना अवार्ड ले लीजिए आगे. Souvenir sir, thank you very much. S.M. Imran Sahab ने सी पाकिस्तान को सबसे पहले ही पैट्रनाइज किया हुआ है साहब. And he has been a part of C Pakistan for the last decade, motivating students, mentoring students. Was talking about the academia, mentoring the teachers, students. Thank you very much, S.M. Imran Sahab. So now I will request the Chairman APSAP to give the souvenir to Professor Dr. Niaz Ahmed Sahab, sir, for his coming here. Now, Chairman APSAP, I would request to give a souvenir to the Chairman Punjab Group, Mian Amer Mahmood Sahab. Sir, thank you very much for coming here. Thank you very much, Chairman Sahab.
इस देश की मोहब्बत हमारे दिलों की धड़कन है. ये धरती हमारे रगों में दौड़ती और सांसों में महकती है.
Thank you very much. And now a souvenir to our Federal Education Minister for Education and Professional Training, Ms. Wajiha Kamar. Please. Thank you very much, ma'am. It would make you remember that you were a part of C Pakistan 2026. अवार्ड ले लीजिएगा बेटा. ये अवार्ड ले लीजिए बेटा. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And now is the time to inaugurate C Pakistan. तो हम वहाँ पर अब आप लोग C Pakistan की inauguration के लिए everyone would go there and witness the innovation, ideas, inspiration. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. आप लोग प्लीज काइंडली अपनी सीट्स पे बैठे रहिए. पहले ऑनरेबल गेस्ट यहां से चले जाएं, उसके बाद फिर आप लोग निकल जाइएगा. And we are very much thankful to the influencers, our international influencers. Thank you very much for your smiling, passionate presence at C Pakistan. And I hope that you love the hospitality of Lahoris and the spicy food, especially the green chilies that you have there in the food. So keep shining and keep smiling. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enjoy C Pakistan. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about an hour or two after we'll talk about कि जी कौन ये सी पाकिस्तान का जो इवेंट है कौन से आइडियाज जीते हैं. उसके बाद we have the battle of beats and voices also. उसके बाद कुछ म्यूजिक है और म्यूजिक के बाद हम जो है आपको सबको अवार्ड्स वगैरह देंगे और उनके साथ प्लीज कहीं जाइएगा मत, लेकिन आप हॉल में जा सकते हैं और उसके बाद कुछ खाने पीने के बाद यू कैन कम बैक एंड यू कैन एंजॉय सी पाकिस्तान है. जाते जाते प्लीज एक दफा हम नारा लगा देते हैं पाकिस्तान के लिए, पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Keep shining and keep smiling. See you after 2 hours here at C Pakistan 2026.
मियां आमिर महमूद साहब हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं. मियां साहब अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मिजाज बखैर, सेहत अच्छी. मियां साहब, एक साबिक मेयर लाहौर आज नए प्रोविंसेस की बात कर रहे हैं. क्या बैक ऑफ द माइंड क्या चीज़ है और ये ख्वाब, ये विजन और स्पेशली मेरा सूबा मेरा निज़ाम की जो बात है, क्या है इसके पीछे कारनामा?
اس کے پیچھے پاکستان کے 25 کروڑ لوگوں کی ویلفیئر ہے. ہم نے دیکھا 80 ایئرز ہونے کو آ گئے, ڈفرینٹ نظام آئے, حکومتیں آئیں, بہت اچھی حکومتیں بھی آئیں, کچھ کم اچھی بھی آئی ہوں گی, بٹ عام آدمی کو کوئی فائدہ کبھی بھی پہنچا نہیں ہے. اس کا ہم نے بڑا کرٹیکل جائزہ لیا کہ یہ کیوں ایسے ہو رہا ہے کہ کوئی بھی کامیاب نہیں ہو پا رہا. یہ ابھی ہم نے دیکھا کہ سسٹم اتنے اوور ویلم ہو گئے ہیں, اتنے زیادہ لوگ ہیں کہ آپ 13 کروڑ کے صوبے نہیں چلا سکتے.
درست ہے.
ہم اگر پنجاب کے مقابلے میں آپ دیکھیں 172 کنٹریز ہیں جو پنجاب سے چھوٹی ہیں, تو یہ تو اتنے بڑے بڑے ملک بھی نہیں ہیں جتنے ہمارے صوبے. اور پھر ایک جو سب سے بڑی بات ہے, ہمارا ایک فیڈریٹنگ یونٹ باقی تینوں سے ملا کے بھی بڑا ہے. اس کا آگے اس کا نتیجہ یہ ہے کہ ہمیں نفرت ملتی ہے سب جگہ سے. حالانکہ پنجاب سیکریفائز کرتا ہے سب سے زیادہ, لیکن کہیں سے پنجاب کے حق میں آواز نہیں آتی. تو اس لیے ہم یہ چاہتے ہیں کہ آپ صوبے چھوٹے کریں, لوگ مل جل کے رہیں, آپس میں محبت سے رہیں, ایک دوسرے کو غاصب نہ سمجھیں اور عام آدمی تک وسائل پہنچیں. ابھی یہ ہو رہا ہے کہ ہماری صرف کیپٹل سٹیز تک وسائل پہنچتے ہیں.
ایک بڑا اعتراض کیا جاتا ہے کہ یہ جو بیسک ڈیموکریسی اور خاص طور پر یہ یونین کاؤنسل کا سسٹم ہے, ڈسٹرکٹ کاؤنسل کا سسٹم ہے, یہ اسی لیے بنایا گیا تھا تاکہ عام آدمی تک وسائل پہنچ سکیں, عام آدمی اپنے ڈور سٹیپ پر اپنے مسائل کو حل کر سکے. ہم اس پر ٹرسٹ کیوں نہیں کر پا رہے؟
وہ چل ہی نہیں پایا, کبھی بنایا ہی نہیں کسی نے.
ہم نے ان کو اختیار دینے کی کوشش بھی تو کبھی نہیں
کی نا. یہی ایک وجہ ہے کہ ہم نے دیکھا کہ کوئی بھی صوبائی حکومت اپنے ہاں ایک اچھا بلدیاتی نظام کبھی لے کے نہیں ہے. تو اس کا نتیجہ یہ ہے کہ ہم چھوٹے صوبے بنائیں اور ان کے اندر بھی لوکل گورنمنٹ بنے گی. اگر آپ یو ایس کی مثال لیں تو ایک ان کی سب سے بڑی ریاست ہے جس کی آبادی 4 کروڑ ہے, جو چھوٹی ہے اس کی آبادی 5 لاکھ ہے. تو وہ 5 لاکھ والی میں اسٹیٹ بھی ہے, لوکل گورنمنٹ بھی ہے. یہ جب بات ہوتی ہے چھوٹے صوبے کی تو لوکل گورنمنٹ کو رول آؤٹ تو نہیں کرتے. ایکچولی تو وہ ایک
چھوٹے صوبے میں بھی لوکل گورنمنٹ کی امپورٹنس کی ہی ہوگی,
ضرور ہوگی. اور جو چیف منسٹرز آئیں گے اگر کوئی کام کرنا چاہتا ہے, دیکھیں 33 چیف منسٹرز ہوں گے, تو ان میں سے کچھ لوگ ڈلیور کریں گے. جو ڈلیور کریں گے وہ میرٹ پہ آگے آئیں گے, ملک کی قیادت آگے سنبھالیں گے. ایسا بہت سارے ملکوں میں ہوا ہے, ٹرکی میں ہوا ہے, لوکل گورنمنٹ سے اردوان صاحب آئے, انہوں نے پہلے وہاں شہر میں ڈلیور کیا, پھر ملک میں ڈلیور کر رہے ہیں. اس طرح فرانس میں ہوا, اس طرح انڈیا میں بہت سارے ملک ہیں.
جو اشرافیہ لوکل گورنمنٹ کے پاس آج اختیار نہیں آنے دینا چاہتی, کیا واقعی وہ نئے پروونسز کو سپورٹ کر پائے گی, یا وہ چاہیں گے بھی کہ نئے پروونسز بنے؟ کیونکہ بننا تو ایونچولی ہونا تو بائی لا ہی ہے.
ہم یہ تحریک لے کے آئے ہیں عام آدمی کے پاس. اگر پاکستان کے لوگوں کا یہ مطالبہ ہوگا تو کوئی پولیٹیکل لیڈرشپ پھر اسے بھاگ نہیں سکے گی, کیونکہ سیاسی قیادت نے تو لوگوں کے مطالبے کے پیچھے جانا ہے. تو ہم یہ اویئرنیس اسی لیے لوگوں میں لے کے آ رہے ہیں کہ لوگوں کی طرف سے یہ مطالبہ آئے اور پولیٹیکل لیڈرشپ اس کو دیکھے. الٹیمیٹلی تو پولیٹیکل لیڈرشپ ہی کرے گی اس کو.
سر, پنجاب کے 10 پروونسز ہوں, ہم پورے پاکستان کے 32-33 پر ابھی بات نہیں کر رہے, صرف پنجاب کی کرتے ہیں. پنجاب کے 10 پروونسز بنائے جاتے ہیں, ان کے وسائل کہاں سے آئیں گے؟
وسائل تو ابھی بھی صوبوں کے جو میجورٹی ہے وہ NFC ایوارڈ سے آتے ہیں, مرکز سے آتے ہیں. وہ بھی مرکز سے آئیں گے, اسی فارمولے پہ آئیں گے. اگر آپ یہ پڑھیں جو کتاب ہم نے بنائی ہے, اس میں وہ فارمولہ ہم نے دیا ہوا ہے, اور اس سے صوبوں کو وسائل زیادہ ملیں گے, عام آدمی کو وسائل زیادہ ملیں گے. اگر آپ اس میں دیکھیں سب سے زیادہ فائدہ جس علاقے کو ہوگا وہ ہے جو بلوچستان کے صوبے بنیں گے. اس کے بعد دوسرے نمبر پہ سندھ ہے. سندھ کے لوگوں کو میکسیمم فائدہ ہوگا. ابھی میں نے بات کی ادھر اسپیچ میں بھی, پاکستان میں 44% بچے سٹنٹڈ ہیں, 70 میں 66% بچے سٹنٹڈ ہیں. تو ان کو کیا مل رہا ہے ان صوبوں سے؟ اگر جذباتی باتیں تو آپ جتنی بھی کر لیں, پریکٹیکلی آپ یہ مجھے بتا دیں کہ ان کو کیا مل رہا ہے. ان کے 66% بچوں کا مطلب ہے آپ کے 2/3 بچے جو ہیں وہ گرو ہی نہیں کر رہے, نہ فزیکلی نہ مینٹلی.
اعتراض کرنے والے کہتے ہیں کہ بحیثیت پنجاب, سندھ, بلوچستان, خیبر پختونخوا, وہ پروونسز جنہوں نے پاکستان بنایا, ان کی اپنی اینٹیٹی ختم ہو جائے گی اگر ہم پنجاب کے 10 صوبے کر دیتے ہیں. تو ویئر از پنجاب؟
تو یہ انڈیا ایک ملک تھا, ہم نے ایک نیا ملک بنایا, ایک نئی آئیڈینٹی ہمیں مل گئی. تو ہمیں وہ کہتے ہیں آئینے نو سے ڈرنا, طرز کوہن پہ اڑنا. مرحلہ یہی کٹھن ہے قوموں کی زندگی کا. اگر آگے بڑھنا ہے تو پھر تو بڑھنا ہے.
ہمیں پنجاب کو ایز नेम एज अ ब्रांड पंजाब को भी छोड़ना पड़ेगा? सिंधी जो
मैं
सिंध
अपने
के
आप को
नाम और
पंजाबी कहूंगा
कल्चर
तो
से
मैं अपने आप को
मोहब्बत
पंजाबी
करते हैं।
कहता रहूं, कौन मना करेगा मुझे? लेकिन मेरा सूबा लाहौर होगा।
सुबह लाहौर होगा लेकिन आपकी शनाख्त पंजाबी होगी।
मैं कहूँ अपने आप को पंजाबी तो कोई मुझे क्यों रोकेगा, बट मेरा सूबा तो लाहौर है।
किस तरीके से ये तमाम चीजें होंगी? क्या बाय हुक एंड क्रुक होगा या
क्यों?
इसमें कहीं
देखिए,
बाय बुक होना पड़ेगा?
नहीं, हम तो पब्लिक में आ रहे हैं, इसीलिए पब्लिक को कन्विंस कर रहे हैं, तो बाय हुक और क्रुक क्यों होगा? हम तो पब्लिक को कह रहे हैं, पब्लिक की तरफ से एक बात आएगी।
बाहैसियत मेयर लाहौर कितने बाख्तियार थे?
नहीं, वो तो एक अच्छा सिस्टम था और वो ख़त्म हो गया, ख़त्म कर दिया गया। जब वो सिस्टम ख़त्म हो उसी दिन से मैं इस पे लिख रहा हूँ और काम कर रहा हूँ।
और अगर वही सिस्टम दोबारा दे दिया जाए तो फिर वो बेहतर है?
हो नहीं सका, 80 साल में नहीं हो सका, अब कैसे होगा? नए सूबे बनने दें, नए सीएम्स को आने दें, वो आगे बनाए अपनी अपनी लोकल गवर्नमेंट।
32 सीएम्स, 32 चीफ सेक्रेटरीज और ब्यूरोक्रेसी की भी एक फौज जफर मौज, सियासतदानों की भी एक फौज जफर मौज।
नहीं होगी।
कौम की तो पहले पसली टूटी हुई है, इकोनॉमिक मसल तो है नहीं।
हमने, आप इसमें पढ़े, हमने इसमें साबित किया है कि अगर आप सूबे बना लेते हैं छोटे, तो आपको तकरीबन 300 बिलियन रुपीस साल में बचेंगे, ज़्यादा एक्सपेंस नहीं होगा। अभी आप जब एक चीज़ है कि जब हम सूबे के बारे में सोचते हैं तो हमें पंजाब नज़र आता है। पंजाब 13 करोड़ का सूबा है, इसमें जो जितनी बड़ी ब्यूरोक्रेसी चाहिए वो 2 करोड़ के सूबे में तो नहीं चाहिए आपको। तो जब ये सूबे छोटे होते हैं, वसाइल तकसीम होते हैं, तो इसकी रनिंग कॉस्ट है वो कम होती है।
आपका ये विजन है नए प्रोविंसेस का, और इसकी जैसे ही बाज़गश्त अवामी सतह पर बात शुरू हुई है, पंजाब बल्दियाती इंतखाबात की जानिब बढ़ता नजर आ रहा है। क्या ये बल्दियाती इंतखाबात में इन प्रोविंसेस का तज़किरा कहीं इंपॉर्टेंट है या ये एक अलहदा चैप्टर है, वो एक अलहदा चैप्टर है?
ये अलहदा अलहदा है। अगर सूबे बनेंगे तो उनमें भी लोकल गवर्नमेंट बननी है। मैं तो यही कह रहा हूँ, ये ऐसे नहीं है कि ये एक दूसरे के मुतबादिल बिल्कुल नहीं है।
थैंक यू वेरी मच जी। मियाँ साहब का ये माइंड सेट है, उनका ब्रेन चाइल्ड है, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट। सर